Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, January 23rd. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So quite a finish after a very lackadaisical day, especially on NQ's part. We got with a huge price spike late in the day to make an all-time high in SPY, a new yearly high in ES. They just missed their all-time poor high. NQ finally got its pop from yesterday, as they have a very nice price spike. Now let's go over all three, and then we'll talk about what's going on and what happened. So first things first, righty gapped lower today to put the daily back into balance, and then ended up having a trend day up, pull back in J, 10 wide point of control, and a small price spike or probe. 4-day balance for them. Okay? NQ, gaps lower. Little one, fails. We hold the gap from yesterday. They attempted to go trend up 2 times today, which failed. They end up with an afternoon pullback in G and a very nice price spike in M period. ES goes out. Look at this defense of yesterday's low. They're weak against it. They got it to the tick. Never took it out. So the daily's still one time framing up for 7 days. Oh, and by the way, NQ is now in a 2-day balance since they took out yesterday's low. Right? So we went bull, balance. Will we come out of balance bull or come out of balance bear? Remains to be seen. ES is still bull. 7 days. One time framing up. Trend day upheld, afternoon pullback in G, and a very nice large price spike late in the day to put in a new yearly high. Range, which was pretty weak, obviously got extended late, so we end up with a $4 and almost a 4.25 range in ES, and triple Qs with that surge ended up with just under a $4.50 range. So not bad. Not bad at all, considering how it was acting. They were like so methodical, not doing anything. Ended up making my first trade of the day. I ended up losing 30-somewhat points. So I battled back throughout the day. I ended up making like 10 points on the day. Nothing big. So what happened in B period, I didn't do anything in A. When B period, it tested A's low first, and then on the second push down, I'm like, I think the odds have gotten better now, because remember, even though we had filled the gap, we had clearly lower value. So I thought the second time they'd finally get the A's low and the overnight low. Didn't happen. Had a 2-lot short. Good thing it wasn't my regular 5-lot. Lost like 37 points. But then the next 5 trades I took today were all long and all winners. I took the long in C period. If I could get my profile to move. I have no idea what happened here. It just stopped moving. There we go. I took the long in C period to take out. So C did a couple of things. It took out, we talk about my staple trades, which is to start one-time framing, overnight, and IB. Well, they did 2 things in C. They one-time framed up and took out the IB high. So I didn't get B's high, but I did get A's high to get the IB high. D period, I took a long when they filled the single prints and they failed to hold trend, and we got a responsive bounce off of that. E period, same thing. They had a small set of singles, took the long, got a bounce off of that. Now F period, thought it could be the afternoon pullback. I bought it, made money on that. G period, because we didn't have the overnight at that point, and because POC was still at B's high, I was getting picky here, and I was looking for it to get down closer to D's low and buy it around the 96 level, 97 level. Well, got to 900. Missed it by 3 points, and that's all she wrote. That's all she did. So I'm not upset with that one because POC was here, but like we talk in the room, we have to anticipate. All right, it's a chess game. You got to think 3-4 steps ahead. if we thought POC was going to get raised, which I thought it would, then you can take that trade. Now in ES, it was a better trade at that point because even though their POC was still at these low, they had the single prints underneath, and they had their overnight high and their IB high at that point. So that wouldn't have been a bad risk reward long at F&G's low. That push up late in the day caused value, which they had gotten to overlap into higher, but because we stretched out, moved value low down, so they end unchanged on the day in ES. And NQ, like I said, was totally lower on the day. So I missed that long in G, and then I finally took one more trade in I period to get the overnight high. And that was it. I probably would have bought, if J had gotten closer to G's low, I would have long that, never did. And then the market just spiked very late in the day. So again, and I'm making 10 points. I'll take it after the pause start. Destinations, yearly high in ES, 54. Price spike, 39.25. Pullback, 24.75. Single prints, 20.25 to 19. And today's low of 11.25. Same as yesterday's. In SPY, all-time high. Now, it's 60. Window trade is showing 609.74, but the closing print happened a penny above. So technically 609.75, which Thinkorswim is showing, is today's all-time high. Price spike, 608.30. Afternoon pullback, 606.90. Single print, 606.37 to 30. And today's low of 605.52. SPY never even got close to yesterday's low. And don't forget, we have the gaps underneath. Now let's go to these charts. Tomorrow night we will recap all three of these indices charts. We'll just do ES today. Now, look at the monthly. We have 6 days to go in this month, right? It's balanced for 3 months. However, we just took out the all-time high today and closed above it. There is a potential. Again, there's a lot to happen. We have a lot going on next week with earnings and the Fed. But there's a potential, if you were to close above last month's highs of an outside month up. I guess you also have to put the potential out there of an outside month down if this market absolutely got hammered over the next 6 days. So everything's on the table, 3-month balance. The weekly just came into balance this week. So even though we made a new high, regardless, even if we go higher tomorrow, the weekly for me will still be balanced. And then we'll see going into next week if we could take out this week's high to go back to up. But for now, it's just balance, right? Markets don't go bare bull. I had the weekly down until we took it out this week. So this week is just forming the balance. So balance on both of them, monthly and the weekly. However, the daily, firmly up, one time framing up. What is it, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. I'm sorry. 7 days. One time framing up. 38 million on the tape. Again, that's really poor volume. It's going to be in the top 10 lightest again. So we hit all-time highs in the SPX and SPY, yet the volume continues to decrease as higher prices choke it off. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.